What's good, my people? My bad. So, what this whole thing been about is, like I said, just putting yourself out there, trying to make something more of your life than just working a 9 to 5. Trying to relate to people. Wanting a career in life, wanting to be somebody in life. I consider myself a people person. I love to talk to people. I have a passion for people. Like, people have a passion for things. I have a passion for people. I love to see people do good. I love to conversate with people. I love to help people if I can. I just got a passion for people. I always say I don't see how you could walk past people, whether you know them or not, whether you know them or don't know them. Like, how could you walk past people and not speak, not nod your head? Nah, like I always say, I also got common sense. So everybody who you walk past in the street, you ain't go literally speak to. But I'm just dragging out the point of I'm a people person. I love people. Like I say, this is my first time really putting myself in front of the camera. Every time I press that record button, I get a little nervous. I ain't gonna lie to you about that. The first video with the potholes and the abandoned building, that was about what I'm passionate about. If I had money, I would take those buildings and do something with them. I will also try to get potholes fixed. You know what I'm saying? Everybody passionate about something. You know what I'm saying? There's some people who whatever you passionate about. Maybe you wanna, let's just take for example, you think it should be more stop signs somewhere, or you wanna get lights fixed. Well, I'm trying to compare like potholes, you know what I'm saying, to something similar to that, but it's like whatever you're passionate about. Now, am I passionate about potholes? Yeah, because like that messes up people's cars. And I understand that in Detroit we stay in like I said earlier, a place where we got all 4 seasons, and then you got people who ride the rims. But I just think there's no excuse for it. Like every time a pothole come, it need to be covered up, it need to be fixed, because it messes up people's cars. Yeah, I think that it's just ridiculous. It's very ridiculous. I think that's something that stresses people out. You know, it don't even. I'm not saying it's one of them like unconsciously stresses you out. Like, you get tired of running over potholes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't bother you every day or nothing, but you just get tired of it. So as you can see, just from me talking about potholes, like, I'm real serious about that. And then abandoned buildings, like I said, on that first video, when I went around and I went to them places, like, it literally took me like 5 minutes for that whole video. Now the video was longer than 5 minutes, but I'm talking about like the places that I went to. It took me like 5 minutes to get to every area that I showed you. So all of that stuff is within 5 minutes of my house. Really like 2 minutes, a minute and 30 minutes. So a minute and 30 seconds. So yeah, I want to clean that up. You know how you say excuse me, if you make it in life, what you would do, like and that's something I would do. I would want to clean them places up. The second video, giving shout outs. I hope I didn't disrespect nobody. I know I've been all over the place as far as talking, but I hope you understand what I was saying in both those videos. I'm trying to think back on them and see is there anything that needs to be said. Like I said, I just wanted to explain the pothole situation. I don't care if it's me, I don't care if it's somebody else who cleaned it up. I just feel like that's something that needs to be cleaned up, most definitely. And like I say, it's abandoned buildings all around the world, so you can't, I don't like using the word can't though, so like we can either tear those buildings down or move another business into it. at the same time, I know that's not simple because you got to have a business person who wants to buy that building and establish their business there. So I know that that's also it's easier said than done. During this process, I took notes. You know how you take notes and sometimes you go back to them and you forget. Like, what the hell was I talking about right there? But I'm gonna try my best to remember what I was taking notes about. So I took notes about pretty much everything I wanted to say. That was gonna be the third video. Third video was about just going through this notebook and telling you like what inspired me and ideas that I be having. Like I said, just putting everything out there that be on my mind and see how people accept it. The fourth part of the video was a friend of mine. I let them know the whole process I was going through and the videos I was gonna make, and showed them the notes I was taking and everything. And they was go interview me. They was go ask me questions about you know, like about the project and just general questions. That part came from just saying like, if I'm gonna put myself out here to the world, I know people go have questions. So I asked her like, could you be like that, just that one person? You know what I'm saying? Don't judge me as your friend. Don't look at me as somebody that you know. Just let me show you everything that I'm working on. You look at it, and then can you come up with some questions to ask me? You know what I'm saying? Because I know people gonna have questions. So, you know, it's like if it was our first time seeing it, like your first time seeing it, and you got questions. Like I told you, you know, just look at everything and then ask me some questions. So she stayed like 2 hours from me, and I wasn't able to make it to her by the time I wanted to put these videos out. So she just sent me the questions, and then I wrote them down, and I'm gonna answer them. So that's what I'm gonna use this time for. Like I say, I don't care if I scramble and be all over the place, because there's so much nonsense on the internet and so much BS on the internet that either you gonna take the time to listen to this or you not gonna take the time to listen to it. My first note that I wrote down, I'm real passionate about talking. I'm real passionate about people. So the first thing I wrote down is I have a dream. I have a dream speech. I was gonna try to rewrite that, but not like rewrite it, but like just put in my own words. Like I listen to I have a dream speech like every other morning, and then I was go look at the words of it, and then like get inspired by that, and then kind of like rewrite my own I have a dream speech. But I thought that was doing too much. Like, you ain't really want to touch on that. That's Martin Luther King thing. Another idea that I have is like, I'm not into technology like that for real. So this might already be out there, but when you add somebody phone number to your phone, the person who, like, if you add somebody like cell phone number to your phone, on their cell phone it should pop up that such and such number just saved your number to their phone. Do that make sense? So like, if I got a cell phone and I get a girl number, she like, once I put her number in my phone, something should pop up on her phone that lets her know that I just put her number in my phone. That might already be out there, I don't know. Like I said, I should do more research on stuff, but I work and I be busy, and but that, like, again, no excuse. I should just do more research. So that might already be out there, but that's something that I think should be out there. I wrote down there is a tomorrow poem. That must have been a poem that I seen on the internet, and I must have wanted to write it down. I compared potholes and saying people might be passionate about stop signs. I wrote down stop signs around schools. When you go around some schools, you don't really see stop signs. I think it should be mandatory that you have stop signs everywhere around schools. Every corner. It shouldn't you shouldn't be around the school area and pass a corner that does not have a stop sign. Every corner around school should have a stop sign, I think. I got this website idea. That's one of the ones I'm like, I was thinking like, nah, I should keep that to myself. But who would I get in contact with to get them the idea for this website? Like, I don't know how to create a website. I don't know if you need a lot of money to create a website, if you need to, I don't know, like, it'd be some websites that I like, and I'm like, dang, I wish I can get in contact with the person who created this website, and then, like, and I can show them my ideas, and then they can create a website that I'm thinking of. Another thing is, like, when it comes to ideas, I really don't care if, like, people take them or steal them, like, because if you think it's a good idea and you take it and run with it, then more power to you. God is good. So that's what I'm saying. It's like I want to keep it to myself and just come out with it because I think it's a good idea. But if somebody take it and do it, then that's what's up, because I want to see it be done anyway. And I do want to do stuff on my own, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just I don't have a problem sharing my ideas. I always say, if somebody take your ideas, who cares? I just come up with a better one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember watching The Social Network, the Facebook thing. It was funny to me when he said, like, if you came up with Facebook, then you would have came up with Facebook. So, whatever to whatever. I'm gonna come back to that though, cause I'm thinking like I should say that. I put down talk about jobs. Ain't no point in talking about jobs. You all know how the economy is. The economy is messed up. We pray that it get better. Talk about DMC dentists. Okay. At the DMC dentist, Detroit Medical Center, Receiving Hospital, at the dentist office, they take appointments before they take emergencies. That's backwards to me. If somebody made an appointment for their teeth, that means that they cool with chilling and waiting to see a dentist. If somebody rushes into the hospital talking about I'm in so much pain, my mouth hurt, I don't think like that's the person you should tell to go sit down. Like, I mean, look, think about that. If somebody walks in and they cool, like, like, I'm here for my appointment. Apparently, your mouth cool to me. I mean, I know you there because you probably going through a little bit of pain or something, or you probably just wanted a teeth cleaning. But you kind of okay. You feel what I'm saying? So, if somebody rush in with an emergency, I don't know, that's just backwards to me. Like, that's just backwards. And it's like, I ain't even got to speak no more on that. That should just be common sense to people that's watching this. That's backwards as heck to me. I think that the person who got the emergency should go before the person that got the appointment. And there ain't no disrespect to people who make appointments. I'm just saying. That's crazy. That's crazy. If somebody that's crazy. So, oh, man. I guess you got to go in there with your mouth bleeding and tooth hanging out and everything, and then they're like, oh yeah, that's an emergency we'll take first. But that's their policy for real. Like when you go there and you be like, oh, it's an emergency,